For the simple fact, marriage. We've all talked about it. We all hear about it. We all hear the positive benefits. Just to play devil's advocate, some of the positives, bro. You with a girl for life. To really, it's to death do you part, sickness and health, bro. And that shit sounds real good. That shit sounds so good, bro. It makes you think like, damn, maybe I do want this for life partner on some shit, bro. And I feel like there's nothing wrong with getting married. There's nothing wrong with getting married at all. Like, if you want to do that, like, be with one woman, sickness, health, all that shit, until y'all die, that is perfectly okay. Here's where the problem is: the paperwork of the marriage, bro. The paperwork. And I feel like it's a difference between getting married and actually signing paperwork to get married, bro.
Mm-hmm.
For the simple fact, I feel as if there's nothing wrong. We can say we're married, but to actually sign legal documents, I feel like what's really the point of that? Who wins in that? Who wins in that deal? Because it's
I
not
would
the man.
say if you have the right woman as a man, you can win in that deal, signing that contract. But it's like you have to be stern, like we always say when we talking about our programs and how we vet women. You need the right woman to have a successful marriage, because it's a business decision. Like I said, if your girl, she's not all about you and your purpose and your path and your vision, then it's gonna get fucked up. Even if she's a good woman and she's a boss or this, that, and the third, it still can be a bad business decision if y'all are, oh, she's got this path and you've got this path. But if y'all have the same path and y'all are moving as one, it will make sense in the long term for building legacy and really building an empire. But as you were about to point out, I'm sure it what comes with signing that paper like that, like it's like you signing the death row, my nigga. Like
I'm telling you,
that
you with the
shit
360 deal, nigga.
that shit can be very deadly for you if you do have the wrong woman and you don't have things in place like a prenuptial agreement, which we all know sometimes those fail.
Exactly.
Those can fail. So it's a very dicey thing. But I will say, if you look at some of the most richest and most wealthiest men of today, most of them are married.
I feel you, bro. I totally feel that. And I feel like maybe if you do find the right woman, it would be smart. But looking at it how I'm looking at it, I feel like that's like going into business with a woman. Like, is that not what it is? Because you said that.
It is. It's a business decision. And my thing is, who better of a business partner than the person you're laying next to every night? Who's going to be a better business partner than that? Who's going to be a better counsel to you than someone that really knows? She might not know everything. Of course, you have your certain things you keep from her, more than likely to protect her. Like, if you had to fucking go kill 10 niggas, like saying, you're probably not going to tell her that. But she's going to be that person that's there for you on that day to day. She can move around with other married couples and stuff like that. And it just looks better. That's why the president, he's usually someone that's married. You know what I'm saying? We haven't had a Playboy president for a while now. And there's usually reasons behind stuff like that. It's because it puts you in kind of a different class of men when you do have that successful marriage, which it's hard to get. It's hard to get. Like I said, I mean, you can lose half your shit. You definitely can. If you have the wrong type of woman, your woman should damn near be scared to go back into the dating game nowadays. Like, if she feels that it's better to, okay, let me take some of his money and go back into the dating game versus staying with him, then that's probably a problem with you.
I feel that. And I feel like it could bring status to you.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Like being married.
Yeah, being married to the right woman.
White woman. Ooh, buddy. you thought we got canceled for saying some gay shit, but
being married to the right woman, maybe her family has something going on, or she just that type of woman that can really handle shit for you. You can really put, like, of course, you're not gonna ever like fully trust her because she is a woman, but you can put some level of trust and control over your things. Like, and it's because, like, yeah, you'll have other business partners and stuff like that, but if you have somebody in house where you created that union and y'all actually move as one, and both of y'all are following some type of faith or higher power, and you know that this shit is bigger than us. We can't divorce over no little petty shit because we got kids and we trying to build this fucking family legacy. It's literally bigger than, oh, you hurt because I fucking did whatever the fuck I did. Maybe if a girl flirted with me or this, that, and the third. Like, you can't have the type of woman that's gonna let your whole empire crash down because of that. Just playing devil's advocate for marriage, because nowadays the consensus is most niggas don't want to be married. But I think that's a lot of systematic things wanting to split families up. And my thing is, like, yeah, it would take a lot for me to sign that paper, definitely. But right situation, I just felt like it was right, and also I protected my ass somehow. But maybe, like, you know what I'm saying, we can talk about having your stuff put up in a trust that can't be touched by the government or nobody on a later date. But if you have all your shit set up right, marriage can be a good thing.
Facts. And I agree with all those points. You made some great points, my nigga. But at the same time, you really gotta have that right one, bro. You gotta have that right one. Cause maybe, and it's just, I feel like this shit all about mindset and where your mindset is right now. Cause if you couldn't imagine yourself having that right one, it's gonna be hard to say, yeah, I would sign the paper, or I would.
Yeah, your thoughts gonna create your reality for sure.
Facts. And I feel like, shit, maybe 80% of people out here, they just not ready for that shit, or or they haven't found the right one, bro. Cause when I look at it, cause we all know women, not saying women can't make good like business partners, not saying they can't, but they're more so emotional creatures. You're gonna need that woman, you said it, that's gonna be able to put the petty shit aside, be like, yeah, we're not gonna get divorced because you did some stupid shit, blah blah blah. And I feel like that's where it is. If your woman could really wrap her head around that and actually understand that this shit is bigger than us, I feel like that would be a good woman to marry, bro.
Yeah, she has to have that understanding. She, like you were saying, she is a woman, so a lot of times her emotional mind is gonna come first. But if she has to be that type, so she knows how to flip that switch and operate in a more logical sense at certain times when it's necessary, whether y'all at an event and there's a lot of other married couples there, and she knows, like, all right, the nigga that you're trying to get a deal from, or you're trying to get this, that, or you're trying to make something happen and you need somebody else to press a button for you, why doesn't she go use her logical mind but also her feminine qualities to go talk to his wife and get all buddy with her? Next thing you know, y'all invited over for dinner or whatever the fuck, and you're able to close that deal because you can get closer with that man because of who your woman is. Know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's definitely dicey nowadays. We know the climate, we know how most of these women are, and yeah, the average Western woman, you should not sign no fucking paper with her. Honestly, you shouldn't be having sex with them or living with them or anything. Because my thing is, we talk about how dangerous marriage is, but having a kid with somebody is still more dangerous than signing that paper.
That is true. Because at least with fucking divorce, you're done with the person after a certain
amount. If you get caught up in some alimony shit, we already know that's until she finds another nigga, damn near. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, hell yeah, until she dies or she gets married again. So yeah, alimony is definitely some fucked up shit when it comes to, like, how, man, we definitely get the short end of the stick. We're taking a bigger risk marrying a woman for sure. But like you say, you have one that's following your program, you shouldn't have any problems. If you do have problems, sometimes you do have to take a look at yourself. Like, am I doing what I need to do? If you know 100% you as masculine as you can be, you're doing everything you need to be doing, and something wrong with her, yeah, hey man, you might need to call them peoples, know what I'm saying, get her taken out, know what I'm saying, do something. Just kidding.
Shit, I'm not, bro. I whispered in that bitch. You got to get her knocked off, bro. On some real shit. No, but seriously, I feel like you got to think about what you're actually saying, bro. Because the vows, back to the vows thing, think about it. That shit's till death do you part. And I feel like you really got to sit, just like a kid or whoever, you really got to sit a person down and be like, hey, I really mean this shit. Like, this is to death, to
And I feel like if you are creating that union with a woman to where y'all are planning on, even if okay, we're life partners, we're not gonna sign the paper. You still need to take that shit just as serious as you would without the paper. Now, I'm saying when it comes to saying those vows, because people were getting married long before niggas was signing paper and all that shit. Now, I'm saying people were getting married before that, and also the thing about it is why it's great about it. The world is so big. There's a lot of places in this world. Women are scared to be single mothers in places like Japan and just other nations, Dubai and all this shit, because it's like a scarlet letter. Like you seen as like used goods, like a bad woman. So it's a lot of places in this world where women don't want to be single mothers or divorced and shit like that because it's a bad look on them and it's a bad look on their family and shit. So find a woman that really cares about stuff like that.
I'm telling you, bro. She has to. But you brought this up before. In some places, you don't even gotta really get married, bro. You've been with a person long enough. The fucking state, whatever state you in, they might say, yeah, you're married now.
Yeah, common law marriage. If y'all living together for a certain amount of time, y'all technically married, and y'all can get the same benefits as a married couple would. And shit, like my the gun range, for example. If you're married, I'm saying if you're married to somebody, they can be on your family plan. But if you're just living with somebody, then you don't get that privilege of having that person on that family plan. So, and that's like a very smaller thing, but it's like tax benefits and stuff like that. The being married, and the biggest benefit is gonna be your kids are in a 2-parent household. And I'm not saying stay with a toxic person just because y'all married, because 9 times out of 10, bro, you could get more money. Like, even if you do get married and get divorced, like, don't let that shit be the end of your fucking world. And that's easy for me to say as a nigga that never been through a divorce, but from seeing it happen to people in my family and stuff like that, niggas usually make it the biggest fucking thing in the world. Oh, I'm gonna lose this, lose that. You got too much energy tied up into fucking materialistic shit if it's such a big deal to where you like, oh, it's cheaper to keep her, I'm gonna just deal with this shit, bro. Like, nah, leave that bitch, divorce that bitch, do whatever you gotta do, and go rebuild, go start over, because it doesn't matter if you're 40, 50 years old, you still got time, know what I'm saying? 9 times out of 10, your best years are still ahead of you.
I'm telling you, bro. Go move somewhere, go to fucking DR.
Go get a reset, like, go get a reset.
Might need that.
Know what I'm saying? But it all starts with choosing that right woman if you are gonna choose to sign a paper and get married, because like we was talking about, it's very risky in America, especially.
Facts, bro. But I feel like it even comes before you even want to get married with someone, because you said this before. I'm still a hell of your knowledge today, my guy. Bro, once you start living with a girl, y'all damn near married for real.
I mean, to me, in the eyes of God, you definitely are. Once you are living with somebody, once you, these what people call like soul ties and this, that, and that's the original marriage. You came, you lay down with somebody, and you gotta think sex is really meant for procreation. Like, that's the union right there. That's why motherfuckers don't really know, like, why they still feel for this person, feel for that person, and especially if you took a girl virginity or something, 9 times out of 10 she's still thinking about you, because y'all have that spiritual marriage still, that it takes time and healing for that shit to really separate to where you can think about somebody and feel like, you'll know when that fucking bond is gone, when you think about somebody, you just feel nothing, not mad or sad about it, or fucking happy, like, just feel nothing.
Facts. So that's where it really comes in, vetting these girls before. So if you with a girl, I feel like you would know if you really could marry this person. You could see, as a man, you should be able to see yourself, could I marry this girl? Like, is this even a thought you had in your head? 9 times out of 10, especially like you young niggas, bro, the answer is no, bro. The answer is no. You haven't experienced enough. I'll say right now, there's no way I've experienced enough in my life to say, yeah, I'll marry that girl. No, bro. I feel like that's blasphemy.
I'd say nowadays it is, just because you definitely need a more clear vetting process. Things were different when we was like 13, 14, getting married, because like arranged marriages, or my farm had goats, yours got fucking chickens. Like, oh, my dad talk to your dad, and they brought him over. Oh, now we married, and now we got goats and chickens. Nah, I'm saying, like, we're way past that time. So you do have to vet a woman, and I would say get some worldly experience. You ain't gotta go fuck 10,000 bitches, but understand what you're getting yourself into and learn about female nature. And you can do that just through talking to women and dealing with women in your younger years and stuff like that.
Facts. And have your girl know man nature too. Like, I feel like your girl should know how you are.
Yeah, it's definitely provide her with information, because 9 times out of 10 we gotta understand these women, they aren't getting information about how men are, or about how they need to be from proper sources anymore. You know what I'm saying? If it's her 9 times out of 10, her mom is a fucking slut, and her grandma might have been a slut at Freakniks in Atlanta back in the fucking 80s or something. But they're not getting the right information, so you definitely have to just make sure that she knows what she needs to know. And it's gonna take, if y'all are both younger, it's gonna take growth on both ends to have something successful.